Beware.
Get down to the baseline.
Beware.
Take a moment right here, feeling like it's out gear, driving towards the sun with a rose and a gun. Feel the wind in my hair, going nowhere I swear, like an outlaw on the run. Dangerous but it's so
Hello, stream. Let's do it. Jesus. How's everyone doing today, guys?
I have many, many wares.
We're gonna be doing a speed run of 15 King's Rest for one of the tournaments. One of the tournaments, guys. Speedy Gonzalez. Speedy Gonzalez. What's the link for the stream? I should know it's better now. I think we're gonna start in 7 minutes. What essences am I using? Oh, I don't want to show my conflict and strife. Crucible, ERT, Crucible, conflict and strife. Let's do it, boys. Oh, they're lions. Ah, dude, I said it, man. I said it. If you wanna play Mythic Plus, Shadow Meld. Dude. I was Alliance, man. I transferred to Horde. Wait, it's 3 minutes, so we have to go now. It's 3 minutes, so you go inside, right? Don't mess up. Wow, nice, dude. Nice. What happens if you just put in the key now and just let's start now? Have an advantage. You get 3-minute advantage because we're not alliance, no? We're getting ready.
to the tomb of the first troll king. Wish I could be there to greet you myself. My power has already taken root, binding the ancient spirits to the will of my master.
Oh, I got feared, I got feared.
Beware. 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 Beware.
Remove the hot from you.
This temple is under Gahoon's power.
Dispel. Dispel.
Run away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl. Run away.
Move horse.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Load.
You can't stand against the Zandalari.
Let's go!
Run away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl. Run away.
I'm gonna try and taunt it, but it didn't work last time properly. I'm on the way back. Come down to me. Do you want me to come down and try and heal with Trank?
Shaman. The blood curse must be purged.
Heal the pool.
Can you tell me when it's about to do the thing?
Target change.
Body. You have disturbed the dead. The blood curse must be purged.
Target you.
The blood curse must be purged.
Heal the pool.
The blood curse must be purged. The dead must be preserved.
This temple is under Gahoon's power.
There's two of them.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
I still use Typhoon, man. What the?
Run away. Run away. Run away.
You need to use defensive. I don't have it. Do you want me to taunt if you get the debuff?
Stun.
Blood and bone!
Stun.
Blood
Yeah,
and
we should have saved it, man.
Ah, my rage be undone.
This fight requires skill, something you are lacking.
Watch your step.
Time to get the axe.
Stun. Watch your step.
Time to get the axe. Somebody is losing a head.
Watch your step.
Time to get the axe. My head will make a fine trophy.
Even in death you cannot succeed. Stand aside and witness greatness. There is no antidote for this poison.
Stun. Change target.
Answer my call. There is no antidote for this poison.
Watch your step.
Somebody is losing a head.
Please, bury me far from these.
Target you.
Silence, prophet of lies! I spent my life resisting your master, only for you to bind me to his will in death. These intruders will die, but I need not listen to your prattling while I make it so.
Oh, I'm combat, I'm combat.
Complain all you like, my king, but you should have realized there was no escaping Gahoon.
Do I release? No, okay. Can I accept? Can I accept?
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Why didn't I just kill the thing, man?
Hunting season has begun! None can withstand my blade! Time to bleed. I will shred your Come, my dear Raban. It's feeding time. Time to bleed. None can withstand my blade. Even death cannot break the bond between us, my pets. Now feast, Tazala! Feast!
Fear incoming.
I will shred
Fear
your
incoming. Run away.
Time to bleed.
Run away.
None can withstand my blade. Enough! You have earned the honor of dying by
Target
time
you.
to bleed. You have broken Zul's hold. I serve that swine no longer. You have freed me from a cruel fate. But Zul is merely a puppet in a larger plan. Even now his master gathers power. Zul will not rest until all the world is in a...
Sorry guys, I didn't answer any of the chat. We were doing a tournament. This was a speed run for the tournament. Hello Petals, hello Cat Peter, how are you today? Dude, how did we fail? How did we fail the shroud? I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened on the shroud Arenios. Let me see. Can I actually watch the stream on my stream? Let me see. Let me see if I can watch.
All the non-immunity classes go away while they're finishing the blobs. However, they did not manage to pull this out very well. You can see we have a rogue down. He probably mistimed his cloak. And also you have the DK down, probably mistimed his AMS. Not really great play from minions right here. All the non-immunity classes go away while they're finishing the blobs. However, they did not manage to pull this out very well.
That's super cool, man. There is the Twitch stream of me watching the stream. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. The tournament for it. That was super fun. How do we fail the shroud? That was super fun. Hello Leroy, how are you? That was super fun, the speedrunning King's Rest for the tournament. There's the tournament, wait. Gingy and who's casting it? I can't remember. There's the tournament. Wait. Dream Gaming TV. That's the other team that is doing it. This is so cool, man. It's actually sponsored by Blizzard as well. I'm gonna rewatch it later on. We failed once though. We failed with Shroud. Are you doing push keys on Druid today? Possibly, yeah. We were doing a little tournament there. The Danish MDI, that's what I'm gonna call it. Oh yeah, what loot dropped? That was so fun, man. I think I liked it. Dude, everyone played so well except for the Shroudarinos. And I'm gonna check it what it was. Wait, let me see what it was. Let me see what it was. Let me see how we failed the Shroud. Yeah, that was weird. Definitely, yeah. It did. I think it needs a distract. That's such a cool. Hello, Cider Bear. How are you today, man? We did a little tournament today. We did a little tournament. Wait, we're gonna have to do Waycrest next week. We're gonna have to do Waycrest next week for the tournament. I love your guys' videos. Please never stop. Thank you, man. Oh, they're skipping the last one. I kind of want to watch the other stream to see how the tournament is going. You should try getting a caster spot as a healer main sometime. There's a tournament. Here, there's a tournament. You see the screen? I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? You can't see it. You see, that's me there. That's my secondary screen. That's the tournament. It's a Danish MDI, boys. This is our team, Mikkel's Minions. Wait, let me see it. I can't hear anything. It was either you or Kevin. I don't know. You need to. Then it was you, Mikkel. You were at the right. Both of you were similar in position. I think you just needed a distract. It was really weird, honestly. Because both of you saw. Maybe it saw the pet or something and then it went aggro to you or something.
Mute this. All right. Let's try again.
We got it now. We got it now. It's okay.
We got it now. So we just watched the first match between Mikkel's Minions and Inting Tank, and Inting Tank just finished. Yeah, it took some time, but they got there. We're done. We're happy, and yeah, we're getting ready for the second match.
Yes.
But before we go into the second match, I gave you a challenge over the weekend, and can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, well, you texted me about this game named Chase Race, and it's about a game pretty much based on the skills, how you run it, how you get through it the most, because you only have an amount of fuel that you can use.
I can't hear it. Wait.
So it's pretty important that the way you build your track and how you get through and what gear you're in is pretty important. So it's exciting to to try it out. Yeah.
And they call it a strategic racing game.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that? Is it strategic?
Okay.
Was it hard for you to learn?
Dude, I can start my own podcast.
Maybe
I can get in there 100%.
About the tutorials, but maybe it's because it's a game that I'm not used to. Maybe Nowadays, we're used to getting everything cut out in a box for us.
Yeah.
So,
Just got
maybe that's
2.4 on my
why
warrior,
I,
2.7 on my demon hunter. Damn, dude.
I was a little bit.
I don't know if I can actually stream this, so I think I can, but I'm not sure. I want to check the tournament thing as well. Did you watch Preacher's new video on 8.3 class strength? I actually did. I actually did watch it. I've heard about the DKs. I've heard about the DKs being really strong for raid. Not sure about Mythic Plus. I knew about the Fury Warriors being strong, considering that they were strong in 8.25. I didn't know that it's more melee friendly than ranged. I didn't gather that from the thing. He was saying Shaman's gonna be. I think the healer section was more like, oh, we're gonna see Paladins and Disc, and then probably Shamans. And then, which when you think about it, 8.2, Resto Shamans was the third most popular healer. This Priest and Holy Paladin are getting nerfs. So, if you really think about it, Shaman, the gap between the top two is going to become smaller, and Shamans are going to become more viable. The thing that I didn't know about was the Mistweaver. I had no idea how Mistweavers were doing. I did tell him at BlizzCon they're buffing Elemental. I've been pushing keys for the last 2 days and just got 16 done on my warrior morning key. The only key that I don't have 15 or higher on my warrior solo is because I haven't found a decent group for Tolda Gore. Tolda Gore is pretty alright this week though.
Talk to me. Spirits be with your mind.
I need to get rid of the weak aura. Torrents look so ridiculous at most helms. I look like I got my head stuck in it and couldn't get it off. Now we did it on live round. This is just qualifying. If you're qualifying it to do it on realm, you get to do it on the thing, I think.
They say on their own internet website that you can become a pro freezer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we have to see about that.
Yeah, so you are gonna be back casting here next round, in round 2, I think, and we're gonna have everything prepared for you.
This is the tournament.
You have like
so much,
one more week to actually prepare, so
then I'm gonna be a pro at that point. Shouldn't we count on
Wait,
that?
did Radar
maybe.
really sponsor? Like, what, did they do anything for this? Let me see.
Okay, so we are going straight into the next game, and what's your experience in World of Warcraft as it is right now?
My experience is that my big brother used to play it a lot.
Yeah?
I always used to call it the game with the monsters when I was a little girl.
I want to see when they do the recap on the thing. Wait, can I check? You can't check VODs, right? On yeah, Twitch doesn't do that. Online thing. Oh, we might be doing Shrine next boss. That doesn't sound fair. Some groups have huge gear advantage. Dude, we were playing against Alliance team. We were playing against Alliance team. That's probably the biggest disadvantages.
Do you want something? I pray we chose our act.
Wait, is this the second team? This is the second team.
Like 1 day ago or something like that, because I actually missed it the more I talked about it. So yeah, you know, sometimes you have your time where you play something a lot and then you just take a little break.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going back. So
Yeah, so we are getting ready for the next game, and to cast the next game, we are actually getting Mike back in, and we're getting another caster called Frederik, also known on online as Sam.
Power official, thank you for the tier 1 for 5 months. Thank you, man. What are we watching? It's a tournament. There's a Danish tournament that we did.
Some hidden agenda into that, and I don't know.
maybe.
All right, are you happy, Demon?
Let me know. Can I check this out actually?
If it's as it is, if it's as it should be right now, and let's just check one more time here. So, yeah, we got some more stuffs going in.
Oh yeah. We have a few donations here from MadSkillzzTV.
I don't know if I can stream this. Does anyone know if I can stream this? Everyone's happy for the first I kind of would like to push normal mythics, but But I used my key, my 19 King's Rest to go to 15 to practice. So I don't have a key to push. Actually, does the tournament have a YouTube channel? Because like, I could upload the rune from their thing if they want on my channel, if they allow that. No, I can do my point of view, but I think it's more fun if it would be the, you know, the casters and stuff. Can you ask? Yeah. Yeah, but it's only gonna be up to the point when we finish. I'm not gonna have 20 minutes of the other stuff. I was Alliance. Actually, are they doing the key? That is so cool, man. I love that. Honestly, that was so cool. Dude, I say we push keys. Why don't we push keys, man? Let's go push keys. Let's go get 20 done. How can I check? Oh yeah, I can check it here. Oh no, that's not the one that I wanted.
And I just want to go ahead and take my time to read some of the donations. Yepa, thank you so much for the 40 bucks. Grizzly, thank you for the 10 bucks. Xenix with the 52. Big special shout out to Superbia. You have given so many donations. Thank you, everyone.
Does anyone know if we can stream this?
So, who do you think is gonna take the game today?
Yeah, I've been looking a bit at
this is part of the tournament we were today.
I've been seeing some of the chat also rooting for the different teams, especially when we started Good Life and Turkey Disease. I think it's just gonna be a matter of
Dude, I was waiting for the tank to use his AMS so he doesn't get any of Grievous stacks in the second room. I think it would have been easier to just kill them all in time. Yeah, it's like, should I come in 20 seconds later while waiting outside? It would have been actually fine because you got 4 stacks and then you got 8 into 11 really quickly. I think it would have been fine actually. I have pot and I have renewal. Yeah, it was... I'm sorry, I'm just... I want to push keys, man. But everyone's waiting to see what the other team is gonna be like. This is the tournament. Oh, it only shows 17 minutes of it.
Face
and what's the reason for getting the Beastmaster?
Well, like I said, the Beastmaster does a lot of damage with the Poison Barrage ability it has.
It's me!
So, I mean, it's just a think about when you're playing at the highest level. Yeah. Anything you can just pump out a little bit.
They're full screen,
very, very
dude.
important.
I didn't even see it.
So here they're coming up to finish up the boss. And
let me see what
this is when
we fucked up here. We fucked up here. Let me see. Let me hear
how
what
we
said.
played it usually in the MDI is Druid just double barks himself, and in case that he dies, you have the DK to res him. It's not really a big deal since they have combat reses available. So I don't. Really
so he basically said
I think they should just have had everyone in, do 4 immunities, double bark and the rest of Druid, and I think they would have been perfectly fine. So
double bark.
Yeah, and let's just take a
100%. That's
so
what I think we should have done that. I think we misplayed it as well.
Or is it just you need to die, move on?
Well, you have the drain fluids here, which targets a random player. It does a lot of taking damage, and
dude, it doesn't show.
They do have a
it doesn't show the last player because of the UI.
Damage unless they get
oh man,
so
dude.
How we played it usually in the MDI is that we had. You can either just vanish it, cloak
we're four-manning this, boys.
Just get additional melee swings and additional fires in the room because his timers obviously, since he skips the taking timer, he starts using his next mechanic more frequently, right? Yeah. So what we did was that we took all except the last tick, vanished at the last second, pretty much using our HP as a resource, so that our healer had to use less tank healing.
Let me see Michaela's interview.
When the breach buff give him up.
And I actually saw like some guys ranking the tanks in Mythic Plus, and actually Paladins is.
Why does no one have webcams?
I don't know. 2 minutes. So let's see how it goes. So we are gonna start. Notice already. Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna swap that. Making this foundation.
So it's gonna be exciting.
It's. But missed it.
Yeah, on paper, like I mean, on the beginning, okay, it just does a lot of tank damage. There's nothing else to it really.
What
it
pulls
doesn't do anything
do?
Extra special except just more free damage. But yeah, we can see us finish off Shadow of Soul here. Nothing fancy, not skipping anything, and it's looking to be a minion win, definitely. They're not even close inting tanks right now.
No.
You can see as the DH is going down. A lot of deaths going out. Rest of Druid getting hit by the Brute. It's just really, really bad play right now.
Yeah, maybe they tilted too hard at the beginning and they tried to compensate for it, but yeah, it looks like Mikkel Minion is going to take
a tournament. We won the first round.
Of course it's possible, but do you think these guys are going to wipe on the last boss?
There's not a lot of stuff to wipe to on this boss.
All right.
I mean, unless you really, really play super, super bad, but of course, there's the blade combo. The tank doesn't really do too much. You have the jump on the random target. You go out of the group. You go back in. You have Reban, which works like the reps in throughout the whole dungeon. They just sleep on the target, does some frontal cleave, dodge it, and then when the boss goes on 60%, he does jump on a raptor, which you need to kill as fast as you can.
This is the tournament stream, by the way.
It does cast a fear ability. There you go, you see the boss jumping on the raptor, and if that ability goes off, it obviously fears the whole group. You can pre-MS, you can pre-cloak, you can pre-block, whatever you want to do to avoid it. It's not the end of the world, doesn't really do anything crazy dangerous. It's just a mechanic that's annoying to deal with. That's why you usually focus the raptor down, get it out of the way as quick as you can. See, it's 2 casts going out on a 15. That is what I would consider not the greatest prior DPS on that target.
No.
On a 15 fortified, I mean, it's not a tyrannical boss. It doesn't really have that great HP, but that is something you gotta kill before the first one, for sure. Not before the second one, sorry.
Yeah, and we're looking at the timer right now, so we are at almost 24 minutes right now, and you said before we started the run or the stream that 19 minutes.
I actually have my
time,
live. Just did Eternal Palace and I didn't get any upgrades.
A couple of deaths.
You mean hate my life?
Time when the shroud broke, right?
Yeah. They lost. It was not a clean run, right? They have 5 deaths on the board, which is 25 seconds from death timer alone, and
that was so cool.
Then of course they have P, but
beginning that this team comp would maybe right. So yeah.
And then of course they had the wipes and stuff. I mean.
So there we got it actually. So
there we go, and minions wins.
Minions wins, and you called it at the beginning, taking the first game here. So we are still looking here.
The UI screws my frames, man.
I think we need.
I don't think I can upload it. I don't think I can upload this video to
see how they're gonna do with it.
Look at the UI, man.
Lot of tank damage, as you can see.
Because my grid is on the bottom, it doesn't show up
just
everybody.
Taking the boss down crazy hard. This was a strategy that you used in the beginning of the expansion.
It's basically we're formatting
the
this
DK meta, so this is not something you see very, very often. So they're just gonna do Sul and then get the Beastmaster probably on the last boss as well.
Yeah.
And then they're just gonna cleave it down.
Oh, what do they say about the failed shroud? Let me see.
Probably like around 30%.
Because we failed this.
Release the Beastmaster and just cleave it down with the boss.
Yeah. So on this boss, how do you prioritize like targeting? Because there's a lot of totems, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yes.
Which totem needs to die, and what are your point of view on this?
Well, there is the Thundering Totem, which interrupts you at the end of the cast. Very, very useless for a lot of metas. Unless you're a caster, you gotta stop casting, just like Quaking. But since we played a melee comp, we didn't really care about that one. We got one wave of totems. We have the Explosive Totem, which explodes for AoE damage.
We failed this, boys.
When it
they're not gonna show it.
And then you have the Water Barrage, which is a lot of pools on the ground, throwing over the place, and then you have the Stone Bulwark, which gives an absorb shield when it finishes. Oh, there we have. And then you have
look at it.
Water Barrage, which is a lot of pools on the ground.
I don't know. It looks like it pulls the. It looks like it pulls the minion.
Which gives an absorb shield. Oh, there we have the Shroud failing. So let's see how they're gonna do with it. They're probably gonna go ahead and die and get a mass rest if the rest druid is not in combat. You see the invis and the vanishes from the road.
I'm in combat. How do I not notice this, dude?
You do a mass rest here, getting.
Or actually,
oh, there's someone else in combat. It's probably the rest of the druid. He's probably gonna get a. Yeah, he's dead. That's probably not. That's not really that great. You can see here he's sad.
Maybe but we actually also saw Instinct Tank losing 3 of their members because they were on 6 death before. They are on 9 now. We didn't really capture that because we were watching the boss fight before. But they died on the bridge. Like you said, the most dangerous place in the dungeon, right?
Yeah. All right, you can see the DK sacrificing himself, getting the combat rest on the rest of the druid, and then resting the rest of the team. But they need to get him up now. They're using combat rest to do so instead of a normal rest, so that the DK can take the Beastmaster again, which obviously broke after the Death Knight died, right?
Yeah.
So here you go again, back to normal. You can see he's tilted in his face now.
and what's the reason for getting the Beastmaster?
Well, like I said, the Beastmaster does a lot of damage with the poison. You can see he's tilted in his face now.
and what's the reason for getting the Beastmaster?
Oh my god.
Well, like I said, the Beastmaster, it does a lot of damage with the poison. You can see he's tilted in his face now.
and
I love
what's
it,
the reason
dude.
for getting the Beastmaster?
I love it, man.
Like I said, the Beastmaster, it does a lot of damage
you can
with
see
the
he's tilted in his face. I was tilted, dude. I was tilted.
So, it does cast a fear ability.
So there we got it actually. So
there we go, and minions wins.
Minions wins.
Fun.
And you called it at the beginning.
Yes. It's the kicks, right? And you see,
Let me see how
right
they're
now
doing.
we see a lot of cast going off from the Witch Doctors. The control is not on point right now. It is looking quite messy. They need to, and there we have the Shadow Ball volley goes out. Full team wipe.
Oh,
not a good start from Turkey. However, Good Life is just running through the dungeon nice and smooth. They're not doing anything too fancy. They're just playing the dungeon as you would have in like a high key scenario. Not a very fancy strat, nothing like I would consider crazy speed, but they're just playing through it like they know. They're just doing nice, good DPS, playing it cleanly, and they're just sliding right through it.
Yeah, it looks pretty safe. They have good management with the ads. We didn't have a Shadow Ball go through there, so this looks pretty manageable. They're gonna make their way through this pack in a second.
Can you see this
that,
actually?
and then the boss is gonna come up.
Mm-hmm.
They actually did use
Can you see this?
big pulls here, so they won't have it for the boss, which is, I guess, something is pretty beneficial in Cakes Rest with these ads, because it's also a fortified week.
Yes,
right?
exactly. That's one of the things that you normally like change depending on tyrannical fortified is like how you use your bloodlust, right? Most of the time, bloodlust is
So
not
this
really
is-
that. Oh,
wait,
and we
wait.
have the animated guardian frontal going out on the two rogues. However, because they are rogues, they do have cheat death, so
Oh,
they're
they're
pretty
doing
much
it with
carried
the
by their class,
guardian.
as you might say. That's pretty much a
doing
meme
it
we
with the
always use.
guardian.
If a rogue dies to it,
That's safe, yeah.
you pretty much get saved by your class.
While we were talking about Good Life over here, we actually had another team wipe coming out for Deceased Turkey. Didn't know if you saw it, but they was just recent again. They literally just got to the room once more, so they are trying to make their way through the ads that they haven't even started the boss fight yet. It look like that Good Life are gonna recover here. They look pretty stable at the moment. They're still handling the animated guardians, which you mentioned before was also like quite a normal pull in King's Rest, like some of that you do in a bit higher keys.
Yeah.
So
But
they
like
pull
the strategy that
Guardian
we see
with
out,
the boss.
coming out from Good Life right here is something that we use in the MDI. I mean, they probably take some of the runs that they saw in the tournament and then just adapt it to them themselves. You know, getting the animated guardians on the first boss, very, very good, nice strategy. You just cleave it down.
That's
you have the
totally
Azeroth
worth.
gaining single target DPS from having bleeds on the two targets, getting extra energy regen, so you can pump out those mutilates, get some more envenoms out, and also the Outlaw getting his wit stacks from his Blade Flurry, getting more sinister strike damage out, also increases his single target DPS. So not only do you get that count for free, but just cleaving it down.
They might be
actually
good, man.
speed
Good Life
up
might be
the boss
good.
fight,
Yeah.
killing the boss way faster. So that is why I use this strategy.
That's a good-
Also,
that's a
when you
good
go to the
strat to
King's Room,
use,
there's
honestly.
obviously
It's a
roleplay
really
going
good
on,
strat to
right?
use.
So having the rest of Druid go back, snack the last two, there's 4 animated guys in total, snack those two, get them into the King Room while the RP is going on, just cleave them down. I mean, is the best way you can get those get that count from the animated guardians, definitely.
Yeah, it's a lot of time saved. You can see like when what we suppose is a ninja pull and the beginning
hysterical,
the
Chewy, how are you, man?
They spent quite a lot of time actually just killing the 2 animated guardians separately, which they had to because the room was full of ads. But over here on Good Life, they actually just brought them with the boss, which just, as you mentioned, cleave them down, did extra damage, rogue benefited from it. So it's actually a really good time saver.
Yeah, exactly. Like we saw in Good Life as well, that the rest of Druid on the minimap, he was not in the King's Room, he just came back. So I do expect us to see some animated guardians coming up in just a second.
So they're doing.
Yeah, there we go. They're
doing
coming
a
into the King's
pull.
Room, playing the strategy.
They're doing a
as it's
strat
supposed to
that
do
people
in a
use for
speedrunning
really high
scenario.
keys.
Good Life, just playing it
You
nice.
bring
I mean, they
animated
play clean so
guardians here and
far.
stuff.
They slight miss-ups on the rogues, but nothing happened. They just proc their cheat death. And then we just, like you see here, you see the animated guardians, the tank just tanking them towards the wall. They're doing the frontal towards the wall. The DPS do not have to dodge anything, and they're just cleaving down with the rest of the trash.
Yeah, that's the risk you have with the animated guardians here, both on the boss and in this room, if they're not managed properly or you can't like look at it properly. These suppression slams, they do a lot of damage.
Yeah,
which
to
is what
see
we
like
saw
the
Zoe use
limit
off that
again.
cheat that-
Just
That's
got hit by
probably
frontal
the
again.
best strat for it.
really
he
needs to
luckily
start
survived
because-
again. So it's really important to manage, or you can have a team a full wipe, which is very bad as well, which we see.
The two hosts sounds like they're from Denmark. That's Gingy. Do you not know Gingy?
Seems like they recovered pretty good though. They're finishing off the ads here, and I believe they're about to pull the boss after this ad here.
Yeah, you can see I finished off the champions and the warrior. As soon as the last mobs in the first boss room is dead, the roleplay starts and the boss fight begins. So you can see here, they finish off the guardians, they're just clearing off the trash. And I mean, just running smooth. I would say Good Life so far is looking really good.
Yeah, they only almost not even 7 minutes into it, and they've almost cleared the King's Room here. They need 2 more packs, and it's looking pretty good on time here. As you said, really clean, yeah.
Yeah, like normally in the on Tournament Realm, they do have a set pattern. However, on retail, it is random which mob you get first. Like you say here, you have the caster. You have the guy that does the Blaze Storm. Those are the only abilities you really need to worry about, right? The Blaze Storm coming out, that is probably the most dangerous ability coming out here. You see the Rogue dropping down. It does a lot of damage. They just put the Ring of Peace, just keep him down. They don't have to worry about it.
I'm not sure if I want to boost the Destro, Demonology, Warlock, Shadow Priest, Balance, Druid, Feral, Druid. Feral is pretty mean at the moment. Or Hunter, basically every range magic user.
You do not have that ability. However, if you're Demon Hunter,
Balance is strong. Shadow Priests are still looking strong in the next 8.3. Warlocks are looking strong as well. I heard Hunters are looking pretty memey in the next patch.
Yeah, that's pretty smart, like we saw with the Blaze Storm. They popped the Ring of Peace so they didn't have to worry about it. That's what you can do with the King ad as well, I believe it's called. He does the Chain Lightning, you can misplace it, you can grip it, a DK can grip it. The Druid pushed it, Typhooned it, so they didn't have to worry about it, so you could just keep DPSing that faster.
Yeah, definitely, I'm just gonna make the screen bigger here in Good Life so you guys can see in all its greatness how nice and smooth they're running through the dungeon, just killing off this. There's nothing really too hard to worry about on these two. It's just pools dropping in the ground, place them good, the Raptor jumps, watch the frontal. The Hunting Leap can be dangerous, very high keys, however it's not too scary on a 15 key. Now, the Void Charge Emissaries as well, right? That is something that
which of those best at solo?
We haven't touched on.
Anything, dude.
This
Doesn't matter. If you're doing solo content, it's irrelevant. Like, what is it, world quests and stuff like that?
It doesn't really do anything. You can't really kill it with anything. You just gotta kill it off unless you have.
Feral is fun, man. I'll be honest with you. Feral can be really fun.
Yeah, which is something they obviously don't have since they're playing Horde here. Yeah.
Now we see the Purification Construct, something that most people do skip. So I do believe we'll see Shroud come out of the team. And yes, we do.
Yeah, Good Life is good.
Nothing is not really an efficient count. If anything, you could pull it in the blob room. However,
how are we gonna do the blob room? We should have done the blob room.
Super annoying to deal with. You gotta go around it, not to get hit by it, because it does a lot of taking damage. On top of that, you have the blob room, and there's a lot of bursting going on. I would say that that pull is probably would be too hard to manage. If it wasn't bursting, something you could maybe do, but in this case, not really something that I think any team will touch on.
No, it makes a lot of sense since they also have to deal with the Emissary plus all the bursting stacks which are gonna come in.
Oh, the Druid is going away as well.
This is one of the where we've seen most teams wipe. We have a lot of bursting coming out. Let's see if they stagger, if they just power through it, using their utility, using the double cloak, popping the blur, popping the darkness, and just hoping. We see the cloaks come out here. The rogues popping at a good time. We see the Netherwalk coming out. They refresh. That is not looking good.
Oh my god, they wipe because they refreshed the last second.
Yeah. Like I said, really gotta time it good. You see Infinity timing his cloak good, Limit timing his cloak bad, and the result of it is that he dies, right? Timing the Netherwalk not so good as well, and he dies. You really gotta press those abilities at the correct time, otherwise it punishes you super hard. But I mean, they just do a mass rest, 10 seconds on the death timer, 10 seconds additionally on the cast time of the rest, so a 20-second loss, nothing crazy. They're just gonna continue, and they're flying through. I mean, way ahead of Mad Turkey right now. Mad Turkey only just in the King's Room while they're just finishing off the constructs and going into the second boss.
Yeah, that's the risk of doing these. Like, it's really smart killing all of the, so they have to split all the bubbles, or like the green, what's it called, little bubbles, because they do give a lot of bursting stacks, but if you can manage it like the Rogue did, you can easily survive it. It just comes down to
we did it in 24 minutes, which is...
But in this case, it wasn't a full wipe, so we could get the mass rest, as you said, and just the whole group was up again 20 seconds later.
Yeah, like we said, we saw like the rest of Druid and the Brewmaster Monk. As soon as the blob started going low, they throw out a sweep.
Oh yes, for solo, you're right, Caspita. Hunter is the best for solo, my bad. Beastmaster Hunter with the personal tank is by far the best.
Don't get affected by it, and just let the DH and the double rogue finish it off, like they did. However, they didn't manage it perfectly, but it wasn't the end of the world. Like we said, it was around a 20-second loss, so nothing too crazy, but you really gotta micromanage these things, swap to the right targets, make sure you have the even cleave, and in case you mess that up, you gotta just stop DPS. You cannot do a 14 stack refresh at the very last second into 15 if they've already used their defensive cooldowns. Like, you just gotta stop. I mean, they have Outlaw Rogue, they can do full stops. The DH can also do full stops. They don't really have any taking damage. Outside of Blade Dance, which he can control. I mean, he can control that. And
yeah, this looks like a good
the only thing they have really
man.
is the Deadly Poison from the from the Azarok, sorry, which is not gonna do a crazy amount of damage.
No, yeah. So
it looks like a good run for the
It was a
thing,
misplay,
boys.
100%.
Yeah, but like they were like trying it, so we definitely saw the intention of it. It was just so close that, well, it failed anyway for at least the Demon Hunter who died and the Run Rogue. We actually see that they do have the Bloodlust good life here. They have the Bloodlust, but they choose to save it for the bridge, I assume. What play would you like typically make? Would you save it for the Brood upstairs, the big ad that knocks back, or which play would you make?
It depends. Like the thing is, the Brood is super annoying, right? It does the big circle, and it does it very, very frequently, and it does knock you up. And unless you have some kind of defensive cooldown up, it does one-shot most classes. So it's not really something that you want to play with.
This is
something else
Dream Mythic tournament.
But I do think that
the tournament that we did.
First pull right here with
We
the
did a
and the
run for
Berserker.
this, so we're just
You
checking
can
out
go
the
ahead
other
and
team.
Pull it, the trash mobs further down as well.
We're
Get an
checking out the
additional,
other team for it.
Like that's get an additional.
I didn't get the
Witch
monitor
Doctor
about
in
that.
and also
I
get
didn't
an
get it.
additional Berserker in, but they choose
didn't
not
get
to.
it. I don't
You
know
can see
which
they're
one.
finishing off the emissary as fast as possible. Let's see if they get a stun. There we go. We see the emissary teleporting away because they do land a stun. If they land a stun and the emissary dies, it does teleport away instantly and instead of casting its teleport, meaning that you can interrupt earlier, right?
Yeah.
Super important when you have to deal with mobs like the Witch Doctors or the Hex Priest, so that you can actually get some interrupts going, because that is a lot of tank damage, or get some control on the Berserker, throwing out a stun at the right
They
time
have
on
a
the
good comp
Berserkers,
as
meaning
well,
that the
man.
tank can also get a reset
They have
on his
triple
bleed,
melee
so it
with the
doesn't
Brewmaster,
keep
5%
ticking, right?
physical,
because
Kitty
it does
as
hurt
well.
a lot. You can see here he has 2 stacks and he was just taking down, but here you go, you see a refresh on him, and what you usually do is that you use the Demon Hunter, right? They have a Demon Hunter, so he can just go, the tank goes out of range, Demon Hunter goes in melee range, and then times his blade dance so that he dodges it, and there you go. Completely negate the effect of the Berserker, right?
They're on
That is a
13
safe
minutes,
play.
man. They're looking
But
to beat that.
yeah, Brewmaster, if you have good RNG, you just dodge them all, and you can just stay in and pump as much damage, making the pull way easier. It's just the RNG, pretty much.
You're getting rid of the...
How are they
so
doing
it's really
this
important, 'cause
pull?
like, as you said, it makes the pack so much easier in a pack that's already pretty hard. I feel like, at least I'm playing a healer, and I've often find a hard time healing the stacks with the Berserker gives. It can be really tough sometimes. So the fact that you just make this easier actually can make a big difference, at least for a healer or someone struggling with the pull already.
And we just saw everyone get knocked up on the crush. I don't think that was on purpose. I do believe that we saw the knock coming out on the first slam, right? I do think that they expected the monk to use his Ring of Peace. However, I was looking at the Send tracker and there was like 5 seconds cooldown. Maybe he didn't notice that his ring wasn't ready, something like that. So they stood in and they got knocked up. Luckily, they didn't die, so it's all good. Right, so we see here, they do not have a Demon Hunter, so they do have to play the Beastmaster, unlike what we saw before. They finish off the Void Side's Emissary, finish off the Beastmaster, and that is just, once that is over, nothing else you can really die to. The Raptors are really, really scary. In combination with with the Butcher's Emissary and the Beastmaster, because they get the Poison Barrage, which you need to face away, so it doesn't go mouse. If it's just on one person, you can just dispel it. The Raptors, they do a lot of damage since they leap, and they do tick quite fast, so you need to be really up your game and really be concentrated, because a combination of that into a shot from the Poison Barrage, if you get dodged in the wrong direction, you get the debuff on the whole group, and you're just gonna start taking down. However, it was not too scary of a pull, really. Nothing really dangerous can go wrong. And a 15 key, I'd say, it's not the biggest pull. And here you use like the Witch Doctor as well, just the Hex and I mean, right now they're just sailing through, nothing crazy, just doing pack to pack.
Yeah, Good Life is really managing well at the moment. We did see Turkey DC struggling a bit here. They're actually about to clear the boss room for the second boss here, you see, and it seems like it's the last act going on, so they're about to pull up the boss here. They are a bit behind here. Do you think they're gonna save I think they're gonna save their Bloodlust as well, to maybe try and attempt the same thing as Good Life did over here. Seems like the opted choice.
There we go, like we see they go into the boss, they haven't used the Bloodlust, like you said, they're probably gonna save it.
They're looking at
However,
a 19-20 minute,
I mean, we are pretty far
maybe
into the
21
dungeon by now. They could
minute
have used 2
dungeon, we
Bloodlusts
did in
and still have gotten
24.
ready, but of course, things didn't go according to plan, so they probably didn't change up their tactic. But like you said, most people, they do use their Bloodlust in the first boss room and the second one on the bridge. And if you have another third loss, they're probably going to use it on the last boss, right? That is what I assume most teams will do. I do not know how fast the teams have been practicing, how fast they will do, but I do expect that the best teams, they will get around the 20-minute mark. That will be a nice, full, clean run. Like a little bit over 20 minutes, right? Like a 20 to 21 to like 22. I assume the best teams are going to be around that time mark. So, and I mean, Good Life looks to do that. I mean, they had 2 deaths and it was nothing too big, like we said, around the 20-second loss, I think. But besides that, they've been playing pretty cleanly throughout.
Like we failed in this room and we failed the Shroud.
Then the Outlaw is the
we would have probably done it in 23 minutes.
Right, they have really, really good single target damage coming just out of the stealth.
Minutes,
which, depending on the traits, you can do so much.
Yeah, and you see Good Life here, they already do have the 100% trash. So you talked about the soul skip earlier that we might see. They do have the Demon Hunter, so it is possible to do the soul skip.
Yeah.
So if you can to explain like how it works for those that might not like be familiar with it. So you go to the soul ad. It's obviously really hard. It can be hard on fortified. I know it's something you told me you do a lot on the higher keys. So yeah. Yeah,
I'm gonna touch on that, but first I just gotta because we're on this boss right now. Is that they have a rogue, they have a demon hunter, and they do have a outlaw rogue. This guy, he throws out a very, very dangerous bleed that is right now the rest Druid, which is very, very unlucky RNG because they do have 3 other classes that can completely negate it with Blade Dance from the demon hunter, evasion from the Aster rogue, and riposte from the outlaw
they're
rogue.
looking to
and also one thing that not many people know is
minutes.
that in between each boss fight on this council right here,
it's pretty much
is that
perfect
if you have some kind of reset,
actually.
invisibility from a mage, manage from a rogue, you completely drop combat, meaning that you can get several pre-pots onto each pack.
Yeah, so
if you vanish in between here, you would have a pre-pot on this one, giving you more damage output.
So yeah, so you could technically, if you were aligned, you could like Shadow Melt Tonight off as well.
Exactly. That's a really, really, really sick strategy. Just pump some extra, because I mean, one unbridled DPS pot does around 150k. So if the whole group does it, there we go. You get like almost 1 million extra damage out throughout the fight, which is super, super good. And like the soul skip. So that's because both teams are using Demon Hunter. I do believe that we will see
they're gonna do a soul skip,
the
man.
soul skip
100%.
coming out, which is of course the Shroud through soul. And then the Demon Hunter, he jumps up on the pillar, does a vengeful retreat, goes into the boss room, pulls the boss, and then he resets it by putting it outside the cage. And the boss resets, and then the cage opens. It's a strategy that was not allowed to be used at BlizzCon.
The only way they would not, the only way they, like there's no way they can wipe on last boss. Last boss is unwipeable.
You can also see they do have 100% kill count, so I think we're gonna see
failed
a
on
coming out
we failed on
Infinity.
Shroud.
Limi has already used his Shroud here. And I mean, they're just gonna go to the boss, right? And the boss fight is gonna take around 2.5 minutes, something like that.
That's what we saw on, I think I noticed on the other match they choked here, they ninja pulled, Run of the Rogues got in combat, or someone got in combat, and they had to make a reset, which you have to be careful with, especially because it does this cinematic skip, which can sometimes mess up people a bit. I've been in groups where it's happened before, where someone has pulled because they've gotten stuck in the cinematic screen, maybe because their computer lagged out or something like that. So, yeah, we see them going to the left here, just letting the Demon Hunter do the work.
Yeah, they're gonna beat it, man.
Maybe we could like get a focus on them.
Yeah, they see here, there's one thing, they do not have Shroud of Concealment. They have used their 2 AoE stealth, so they have one rogue pulling it back and then vanishing it off. And you can see here the Demon Hunter jumping on the pillar, flying over, fellow rushing. He's gonna pull the boss to the cage, and then the tank picks it up. He can pick it up like once he's close to the cage, so that Demon Hunter doesn't die.
Yeah, he blurs as well, so he has longer survivability.
But he played a little bit scary. He blurred, he ran away, but he was facing the back of the boss, something you cannot dodge when the boss is hitting you in the back. So that was a little bit scary play. Not really that good mechanically, I would say, if I saw this from one of my teammates, but it worked out in the end. So
we're seeing the Turkey disease over here. They have had struggling a bit. One of the casts from the emissary went off, so the DK actually went down. The Shaman is dead as well here. They're struggling a lot. The Demon Hunter is dropping. It looks like they're trying to keep it. They're not resetting. They're trying to kill off the Beastmaster. Obviously, they don't have the control over it. I think the DK was unholy, as you mentioned, so it would benefit more from his own pet than actually controlling one. So they're not going to be able to do that.
Yeah, it's not really looking that good for Mad Turkey right now. I mean, they have made a lot of mistakes. They have a lot of deaths on the board. They have 18 deaths. And Good Life is just flying through. They're living the good life right now.
Yeah.
They are just
They're
killing
gonna
off the
do
last
it
boss.
in 22.
2 deaths, like
30.
I said, it was not the end of the world. Just a
22,
little bit
30,
of
so they're gonna
slip up in
beat
the
us by like a
block room,
minute
but
and a
besides
half.
that, everything was just clean throughout. Definitely the best King's Restaurant we've seen today. Like just one thing on this boss that you really gotta watch out for is the gaze slashes, the tornadoes, because they do quite a lot of taking damage. If you get that debuff on top of getting hit by the raptor, you can drop super low, so you just gotta really be concentrated here. And you see the claw going out from Limmy not getting feared. Just to get that extra DPS output out.
Yeah, that's just min-maxing, ain't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit of min-maxing. You see, you get 1 fear going out, nothing else, nothing really hard to deal with.
This is a tournament. Hello, Peaceful Cat. I'm just watching the tournament that we're in. We did a previous game on this, and I'm just checking this game.
Not getting feared at all, so that you can just pump out that extra DPS, getting a couple extra globals out. Like I said, these small things you can just min-max throughout the dungeon, and they do add up towards the end.
If
and
we
that does
didn't
make
fail
the difference
on
between the best
blobs,
teams, these small things just
the
micromanaging
shroud,
throughout the whole
we
dungeon,
probably would have
it does
been
add
around
up,
the
and
same.
it does gain you a very good time over the course of a long
probably would have
dungeon,
been
like
around the
especially
same
like
time.
King's Rest, which is over 23 minutes. It is considered, it is the longest dungeon of them all. It does take so long to do. And I mean, it was also the longest dungeon in our tournament by far.
Yeah.
Almost, I mean,
Yeah,
all-
they're
all
23
dungeons
minutes,
sub
we were
20 minutes,
24
except
point
King's Rest,
something.
which most teams were doing around 23 minutes. So, and you can see here finishing up with 23 minutes, super
And 5
clean run
seconds
from Good
only.
Life.
Yeah.
Good job to the team. I mean, so far it is the best team we've seen today. And if they can continue to do like this, I think they have a good chance of going very far into the tournament.
Yeah, this was very clean, like overall. Only, like I mentioned, like very few mess-ups. But besides that, it was a really clean run. They had the Demon Hunter skip, the Shrouds first.
We're gonna do it, dudes. We're gonna beat them. Don't worry about it, guys. Don't you worry. 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 Okay. I kinda I don't know, I kinda wanna push keys as well, man. Who wants to do some pushes, dudes? Who wants to do some push? Who wants to do some push? Push? I really like the tournament. I really like. Now I kind of wish we could have saved. There's always, you know, there's always room to improve. There's always room to improve, boys. With everything in life, man. With everything. Let me see if we're gonna do any pushes, boys. We already did the run, but we could have. Who is the pleb? Let me be right back. Let me be right back, guys. I'll just do an ad on the thing. I'll be right back, guys. We did it!
Couple milli now, I'm causing a commotion. I've been I need to know if you'll give me a second chance. They don't come around often, but please, you know I can't stand it when you don't talk to me. When you don't talk to me. Yeah. There's something inside. Yeah, there's something inside that brings me back to you. Yeah. No, I can't hide it. No, I can't hide it anymore. I don't know why, but I can't seem to get you off my mind. And I know it's true, and I'll say this to you. I want you back. There's something inside, yeah, there's something inside that brings me back to you, yeah. No, I can't hide it. No, I can't hide it anymore. Something inside, something inside. There's something inside, yeah, there's something inside that brings me back to you, yeah. No, I can't hide it. No, I can't hide it anymore.
Hello! Chair stream 101. Pleb stream 101, dudes. I'm sorry about that. Let me see if you're gonna be pushing. I don't know if we're actually gonna be pushing today. Let me see. Because I kind of want to push. I need to get a couple of 20s done, maybe a couple of higher keys as well. Higher keys. Dude, I had a target macro for the. I had a target macro for Soothe and King's Rest. This is like the end. The end is coming close to the push week, guys. The end is coming close. I wanna get. I screwed up my key though for the practice, man. I have a 13 King's Rest, man. Because I screwed up the key because we needed to practice, because we were doing the tournament on live server. So the way that it works is that it was a King's Rest. So one of the people had to have King's Rest key 15 for the tournament. And we used my key to practice. So now I don't have a key to push. Sadness, boys. Sadness. No push key, eh?
Stay away from the voodoo.
And I don't know how many people want to push, man. I think we're gonna have to poke, man. I don't like poking, like, honestly. You can see my shit, which is the best for boost, but healers Druid is always good. Druid can always change spec, which is most likely fits it because I'll Druid with the 4 specs. I wanna see if we're gonna be pushing keys. If we're not, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pleb out then. Are they still doing the tournament?
A really dominant team. I'm expecting a lot of things from these guys, and they said to me the other day that they have some surprises up their sleeves.
Okay.
And I asked if it was a a feral druid, or if it was a vengeance demon hunter or something. They won't tell me. So on Tuesday they're playing. So let's see. Let's see.
Okay, I'm excited to see what they pull out of the bag.
Yeah, so if I just
of course you can take over
here.
The
just a quick recap. So this is round 1. We got 3 rounds, and then we're off to the playoffs with the best 2 teams in each group advancing for the playoffs. The playoffs is at the 27th and 28th of December, right here in Dream Esports studio.
27, 28 are the playoffs.
And you and your good friend Ken Salia is coming here and casting. And you're also gonna do a meet and greet with the fans, and we are really excited to have that. So if you like these guys, come and give them a hug. We will announce a lot of these things on our Facebook, and 27th, 28th.
Yeah, 27th, 28th of December. If you want to come meet me and my boy Celia, come say hi. It will be a pleasure to meet you guys. Come out, have some talks, have some drinks, whatnot. Just enjoy ourselves, meet some people.
Did you ask the others? It's Christmas, dude.
We got the good stuff, man. Be seeing.
27, 28, man. I don't think I could even make that. Yikes. Yikes. The tournament, boys. I would. We're gonna be pushing 1 or 2 keys. We're waiting, dudes. We're gonna be doing 22. Yikes, dudes. Twenty-two underwrote the mobs before the thing are gonna be a meme, boys. What do I need for 22 underwrote? Let me think. Do you think I need the mana? Do you think I need the mana essence? No, I don't think so. I don't think I need the mana essences. I think it should be fine. But that was really fun, man. I feel like doing the tournament thing was actually pretty fun. Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. We still have a little time. We just need to get the group arenas. 22 underwrote into 23 Waycrest Manor. GG LA, dudes. GG LA, man. That would be great. That would be great. I think I should take renewal instead. Instead of wild charge. I don't know, man. I feel like renewal might be good. This is gonna be rough, man, I tell you. This is gonna be rough. Because in underwrote. Underwrote these mobs here. Yikes. Oh, this is teaming. Yeah, this is gonna be rough, man. Like, I have, like, we did 20 Siege Brawlers in Waycrest, and we failed those. But that sucked so bad. It was such a, like, one mistake and we wrecked the keys, and they would have been so big. I need Motherload as well. King's Rest, Shrine, Temple. I'm telling you, man, those Shadow Meld is...
And you are. Dark lady, watch over you.
I'm so hungry, man. Let's just do the Underrot, boys. Let's just go. I would like to get a high shrine as well. Is the tournament still on? Let me check. I think it's over, right? I just don't get it. Like, they do so many of the games so close to they do it so close to the Christmas. I really need to get Motherload done. Motherload is the biggest one. I need to get like a 20 Motherload in time would be really nice. A Taldazar 20 would be nice. Shrine, King's, Temple, and I would be done. So I have like, actually I have way more. I have Waycrest. Ah, dude, I literally need to get every key. We need last player. Last player for Under 22, boys. Any viewer want to come down? Oh, we got it. Who's this? I'm scared about the second boss, man. I'm scared about the second boss, if I'm honest with you. Second boss.
Blood trolls surge our
Dude, this is gonna
gates.
be rough, man.
Ride the horns of war into battle against these savages.
I think second boss might be really rough as well. Even though it's not tyrannical, I think second boss will be fucking rough. Like, yikes, Arenios, man.
A corrupt abomination has erupted from the earth. Slay it before it be coming for us all.
This guy is kinda okay. And have poisoned the spell. This is the same pulled You can do that? What? I need to join this different Discord. Is a hibernate strat. I never knew about this. Dude, I don't even have hibernate on my bar. I do have it on my bars, but I don't have that macro for it. So I need to hibernate the blood swarmers. Hibernate blood swarmers over and over again. So I'll just hibernate the blood swarmers. Oh shit, I forgot actually, I'm not ready yet, wait.
The blood trolls are scattered, but we must find the source of the rot and destroy it. Guard yourselves. Who knows what lurks in these caves?
Beware. Beware. Beware.
Jesus, why did I...
Beware. Beware. Beware.
Jesus, these mobs, man. Which one do you want me to do on this?
Beware. Beware.
Got the debuff.
Beware. Beware.
For the glory of the Hoon!
Beware.
Watch your step.
Beware.
Watch where.
Beware.
Watch your step.
Watch where.
Watch your step. Watch where. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Beware.
Blood forgone.
Dude, I don't have hibernate on the thing. Why does it not work on my fucking dude, my macro is screwed. Ah. Why does it show as entangling roots, man? What the? This is retarded, dude.
Run.
away, little girl. Run away.
Beware.
Oh Jesus! I needed the pushback. Oh man, I'm running.
Beware.
I needed the. I put my fucking thing, man. Ursoc Vortex, but it didn't push it back, man. Jesus. Dude, that does like.
Beware.
Oh my god, man, that's insane.
Beware. Beware.
Swarmer. I need like. I had the Ursoc Vortex, but it like.
Beware. 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 Beware.
Oh my god, I'm a monkey, dude. I'm playing so bad because my keybind for Hibernate is fucked. My keybind for Hibernate is so fucked, man. I should have sorted it out before it. I should have sorted it out before this. Yikes, dude. Fucking yikes, dude. Dude, this is legit my worst dungeon yet. Oh my god.
Beware. Beware. Beware.
Where is my Typhoon? Dude, I fucked up my keybind so bad, man.
Beware. Beware.
Dude, I...
Beware. Beware.
Yikes.
Beware.
I thought I could. I need to do things better. I'm gonna trank the first, so try not to use cooldowns in case.
Charging. Move. Charging. Move.
Beware.
Incoming. Charging. Move.
Possibly.
Beware.
Yeah, you.
Charging. Move.
Beware.
Incoming. Charging. Move.
I can't believe I fucked up the auto one so bad, man, with my hibernate shit. Do you need mages in the version? I'm not sure actually. I have Ursocks if you wanna roll.
Watch your step.
What manner of creature is this? It must not be allowed to reach the surface. Destroy it, now!
Watch your step. Watch your step.
This is not gonna. I fucked up so many times. I fucked up too many times on swarmers, man. I fucked up like insane amount.
Rot must spread.
Watch your step. Run away.
Hester.
Run away. Watch your step. Special coming. Run away. Watch your step.
There's a lot of fucking. I can't really do a whole lot.
Watch your step. Special coming.
Blooms.
Run away. Watch your step. Run away. Watch your step. Special coming.
Dude, I don't wanna play, man. I don't wanna play, dude. I'm playing so fucking bad. I'm playing so fucking bad, it's insane. I don't wanna count.
Watch your step.
I don't wanna. Dude, I'm playing so fucking bad today. This is the worst dungeon I've done in like... And when I tilt, man. That's the problem. That's the fucking problem, dudes. When I tilt, I fucking tilt. Just calm yourself. Calm yourself, MadSkillz. Calm yourself. Jesus, man. It's all gonna be fine.
Watch your step.
I can also.
Planetary infection imminent.
Beware. Beware.
Don't tilt, skills, you stupid.
Beware. 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 Beware.
Virulent specimen detected. Containment priority 1.
I played really bad, man. Honestly, this is like the worst ski I've ever done. I'm not even kidding. I played like so many times that I could have done better. Like, it's insane. It's a weak order that calls out target casting.
Beware. Beware. Area. Beware.
Infected.
Contagion detected. Sanitize. Protocols engaged. Cleansing area.
Beware.
Cleansing area.
Beware.
This is my fucking bad, dude. Like, honestly. Fucking hell, dudes.
Beware. Purge protocols engaged. Contagion detected. Sanitize.
Beware.
Area.
Kneel before your queen.
Oh my god, man. So many
Beware.
Cleansing area.
Beware.
Cleansing area.
Infected.
Purge protocols engaged.
Ah, mamma mia.
Beware.
Contagion detected. Sanitize.
Dude, I'm like super, like there was like
Destroy virulent source.
yeah.
The Titan bought us time, but Gahun will not stay contained for long.
Dude,
We must
fucking
gather our forces and
hibernate.
stop the rot at
Why
its
did my
source.
hibernate not work? I don't get my hibernate didn't work. Hey mouse. Why did my fucking hibernate? Huh? Huh? Good mouse. Oh my god, because he had Entangling Roots and then hibernate. Dude, I'm so down on the thing, man. This was like one of the worst keys. I failed. I failed like 3 times, dude. On the boss, I failed like a pleb, man. Holy shit. This is why it was fucking up. The macro had Entangling Roots in it. This is why the smelly macro was failing me, man. Oh. Yikes. Big yikes, man. Big yikes. Yikes. Ah, dude, let me test this macro again. I want to test that macro on a mythic
I will
0.
do whatever I must to keep my.
I should have done this, man. I should have done this. I should have test my weak aura before going to it. Like massive
Blood trolls are
yikes.
scattered, but we must find the source of the rot and destroy it.
Oh, he can see it.
God
Beware.
yourselves.
Just kill me,
Who
just kill me.
knows what lurks in these caves?
What? Dude, the hibernate range is really small, and I can spam hibernate. You see, this is the weak aura, man.
You finally quit smoking? Smile.
Schmack it.
Not yet, dude. Leisure, I don't think if it's €2, man. Dude, how can I quit smoking after failing so bad? How can I quit smoking after failing so fucking bad, man? I'm tilted beyond imaginability, man. Beyond imagination. Now I know it works. Now I know it works. See? Focus macro for entangling roots. You see, I have this target here, but I can still cast my entangling roots and hibernate. And it wasn't working on the thing, man. And it was like, oh, dude. Yikes. Massive yikes, dude. Fuck me, dude. I'm terrible about. If I tilt, man, that's it. It's it. That's it, dude. If I tilt, that's it. Like, I need some way of dealing with stuff like that. If I fail once in a dungeon, that's it, boys. I'm not even kidding. GG. How do I say it? It's not really a weak aura. It's weak aura. I have BfA Dungeons weak aura. It's called BfA Dungeons on Wago.io. It's the #1 most popular weak aura on Wago. But it's not that's calling it out. There is a package called shared. Let me see it. Shared media clauses. I don't know if it shows up by itself. Shared media. Oh, not Twitch Leecher. What am I doing? It's you need to download this add-on. Where is it? Oh, I have it here actually. Let me see it. This one, shared media causes or whatever. This package calls out sounds. It calls out sounds. So all of a sudden with this package, every weak aura that you have that usually has things like interrupt or whatever, this package is gonna make sounds. So it's an add-on / weak auras that you need to do. Tilted beyond imaginability, man. Like, just insane. Just insane, man. It's not really the end of the world to like 5, walk around the house and have a drink or whatever, but that's the thing, like, I tilt during the dungeon. If I fail during the dungeon, I can't take 5 minutes off. I tilt during the dungeon and all of a sudden I'll be like, oh, like playing like crap. Always happens to me. Hello, Warfire, how are you, man? Paper Butt is here, dude. Bright side of life. The Danish MDM, Mikael's minions. How can a tank spike over 100k 100k heals? Blood decay is heal for insane amount. Insane amount. Like it's I don't have to do healing, but at the same time what
you want?
I can't really like I'm literally there just for Ironbark. And maybe a Swiftman. If the tank is gonna die, he's gonna die. I can't save the tank. But it's not a bad compromise. It's not a terrible compromise. Blood Decay can basically on easier pulls can sustain himself almost fully. I use Ironbark or Swiftman when they go down, and I can DPS or heal others in the meantime. With other tanks, it would be more like, hey, I need to heal the tank, but a lot of it is in my hands, you know. I get to decide when I need extra healing, or like it's more into my hands than the thing. Blood Decay is like it's all basically personal skill kind of, but it's fun, I think. It's fun, I think. We think. I'm so down about that, dude. I'm fine, trying to make a new. Do you will change your grid 2 profile for Paladins for 8.3? Probably not. I like my grid 2 for Paladins. Do you mean like Glimmer? Change the way the Glimmer looks like or something? I mean, I probably could change the border color or something. I don't know. Besides that, I'm pretty used to the Holy Paladin UI. Or Grid 2. Ah, dudes, that sucks. I don't know if we're gonna be pushing a lot. He got told to go 21. Dude. Told to go Ash mode. Ash. Oh, I already had 20 though. What are you gonna main in 8.3 for Raid and Mythic Plus? I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do for Raid. For Mythic Plus, it's probably gonna be still Druid or Paladin, I don't know. It's probably gonna be still a Druid or Paladin. What do we do, man? What do we do, guys? I kind of wanted to do more keys, but I feel tilted. And I think they're going. Ah, man. PvP. Dude, like, here's my fails, man. Here's my fails. Let me evaluate. I evaluate every time after the dungeon to see the fail arenas. It wasn't me who only failed, but I'm a pleb, man. First of all, here, the Bloodswarmer gets to me. Look at this. Okay, the Bloodswarmer is on a DK. Try not to stand in shit. My Hibernate macro is fucked. Because I didn't test it before it, and I don't have time to test it or anything. I'm healing the DK. The DK is nearly dead. I used Ironbark on the DK, which probably I shouldn't have, because it's basically over. Where is it? Oh yeah, look at here. So the Bloodswarmer is here. He fixates on me. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Instant. Boom. Nearly died straight away from the AoE and Bloodswarmer getting to me. Nearly died. So now I'm doing a catch up. I should have done, well, if I would have reacted fast enough, I should have Typhooned Bloodswarmer. So what I do is I pot. I have Swiftmend available. I'm gonna use Swiftmend. Oh, I use Orsak Vortex, and then I'm like, okay, I'm using Orsak Vortex, and then I'm gonna Swiftmend to full. Look at this. I'm about to Swiftmend. This is the global cooldown. This is the global cooldown for Swiftmend right now, and I didn't get it. Oh, I did get it. I did get it, and I still died. Oh, I did get the Swiftmend. Yeah, it's just gonna fucking kill me, man. I don't even know what I could have done on that. And then I rezzed into the fucking green shit. Tilt mode. Tilt mode activated. I don't know, man. What should I have done there? Typhoon? I think I would have died then no matter what, man. I don't know. Maybe if I went... No. I don't know. I don't know what I should have done here, actually. I don't know. Hibernate. If I had Hibernate macro, it's still a 1.2 second cast time. I had Ironbark. I should have Ironbarked them, but I did Ironbark. Dude. Pot, Ironbark, Orsak Vortex, Swiftmend. Yeah, I should have thrown... if I would have done Orsak before it... Yeah, but I didn't know it was gonna be me, man. That's the thing. If I should have done Orsak before it... Dude, that's rough, man. I don't even... That's a rough one. And then I failed... second time... There was a Brett. There was a Brett, but yeah, there was a Brett here. I did not see where he was. But you can see that the Maggot, you see Maggot is like... Maggot is legit like 10%. Oh, Maggot was literally two... Oh, I think that's... Because you see, the Rogue got the debuff and I was tunnel visioning here. This is a big problem by mine, look at this. The Rogue got a debuff and he's nearly dying, life bloom on him, I'm about to Swiftmend, and I'm tunnel visioning. I'm not paying attention to the Maggot at all, and I think people thought that the Maggot is gonna die, or you should have like pushed away. Like, it sucked. And then tilt mode activated from the first one, completely tilted, and the worst fail in my opinion of the day goes for me in here. The worst fail. Where is it? Like, I'm telling you, man, once I get tilted, I have a big problem. Once I get tilted, I play really bad. And I start playing really safe. And I start, look at this shit. Look at this shit. So he's doing the big AoE. I panic because the DH is nearly dead. I panic and I'm trying to heal while avoiding shit. And then look at this, I get stuck in this. Like, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. I could have ran there, I could have ran there, I could have ran here, and I run the one way that is bad. Like, I could have ran here, but I decided to go here for whatever reason. The orb is traveling there and there, I think. And I'm like, oh, I'll squeeze in through here. But the fact is, this orb is going this way. I don't even want to watch this, dude. I'm gonna get more tilted. The delay on roster word is pretty annoying. Should have shown roster it down. Hey, hey, the healer from team Good Life here. Good job, King's Rest. You were pretty close to us in time wise. Oh damn, dude! Damn. Did you see the failed shroud? Did you see the failed shroud? It was so good. It was so good, man. So good. Yeah, we were thinking about doing a DH skip as well, but the main, like, we basically went with comfortable characters. Our mage has a DH, which we could have done the skip, but it felt like we could have done more with mage's ignite on certain things, and it's more comfortable with it, so we just went with that. But yeah, I remember that I wanted to see how fast it would have been with the Guardian pulls. I've seen that pull done before. It's really, to be completely honest, Guardian into the boss is 100% the way to go. Guardians into the boss, because the boss is so easy on the 15. Non-tyrannical is so easy. It doesn't need anything. No, but they did Guardian into the, I think Guardian into the boss is better. Then there is also the Guardian into the trash. I know the Guardian into the trash, but what was it? What was the skip? You pull these into the boss, and then when you do the trash, you go back to the entrance. I didn't see the start of the dungeon. You can mass root the minions, and you can pull these all the way. Who can skip Zul? DH, Boomkins. Who else can skip Zul? Rogues can't skip it. I heard Boomkins can skip it. I don't know how can they can do it, but I heard Boomkins can do it. Hunter can do it as well. It was honestly really fun. The only thing that I don't like about the tournament is I just noticed the dates and all that. Like, if you do the qualifying thing, it's 27th or 28th. That's a meme, man. That's a meme. I don't know. Like, I am like, that's a 50% chance if we can make that. If we actually qualify. If we actually qualify, that's like a 50% chance. That's crazy. That's holiday time, man. I didn't actually even know about that. We made a rogue go Arcane Torrent, the minions of Zul, and the rest of us waited at boss room for avoiding the bursting. Oh, okay. Okay, that's easier, I guess. That was the best way to do it, though. I honestly feel I honestly feel the Guardians into the first boss is 100%. And the thing. But it was interesting because the times weren't that far off. Because we failed Shroud. It's interesting to see which ways. Because we failed the Shroud. I don't know how long that took. It was 2 deaths, 5-10 seconds of waiting around, plus 20 seconds. We wasted around 20 seconds on the Shroud skip. We also failed the second boss room. But I know you had 2 people die. You had 2 people die as well. So that's 10 seconds for you. We just staggered it really badly. I don't think we had the tank die, but we staggered it so bad that it took us so long for it. It was a good game though. It was really fun. Honestly, it was really fun. I really liked it. I would have taken Mastery, but the phone is so good for the ads in King's Rest. It's true. So. I honestly feel if you would do King's Rest again, I would do the Guardians into the boss and similar tactic. We had an advantage though because we were able, like the DK could enslave the ad, so that's actually pretty handy. Dude, it would be fun. Is that the teams that play today in the tournament? Are those the teams in the groups? What am I doing? Maybe I'll do Restore Shaman key, I don't know. What's the next key? I didn't get any details on it. I don't know how people get details for this. TD or Shrine 16. What's the affixes? It's next week, right? So the affixes, it's live servers, right? So what's the affixes next week, boys? Tyrannical is radical. Tyrannical, raging, volcanic. I think Shrine would be the play. I don't like Holy God Tyrannical. I think Shrine would be the play, if I'm honest with you. Because second boss is a meme. First boss is a meme. Oh, third boss. I wonder if you need to do on a 16. If you need to do the pool strat. I don't know. I would have gone Holy Paladin versus Academy if you don't use a cooldown. Dude, I would have 100%. I would have played Holy Paladin for the whole key, man. I would have played Holy Paladin for the whole thing. My Holy Paladin is on Alliance though. All my healers are on Alliance. Except for Restore Druid. I would have absolutely played. There is not a whole lot of CCing. You don't need to root a lot of things. Bursting is a bit of a meme. I think you can pop off the debuff, the bleeding debuff. It's physical, right? I was sued for the first trash bag. Yeah. Suit would be the only one thing that would be a bit of a thing. Yeah. Suit would be the only thing that would be missed on the first, on King's Rest. But it's only 2 mobs. But it's a big trash bag. Oh, beta blobs on green shit. Egg trinket good? Which egg trinket? Dude, I could bring, if this was Alliance, I could bring my Resto Shaman, I could bring my Holy Paladin, I could bring Mistweaver Monk, like, I could bring any of the healers. Actually Mistweaver doesn't have the best essences, but my Resto Shaman and Paladin are all fully geared. Actually better geared than my Resto Druid. But why would you bring a Resto Shaman? For the deeps and interrupt, man. I'm actually looking forward to the next week. I think it'll be interesting. That sounds good single target if you go AG build. Like, I could see people going Resto Shaman for Shrine for the last boss, because I feel with triple IG and decent pulls, but like Shaman could do 60-70k DPS on the last boss with triple Igneous. I think 70k DPS would actually be totally achievable for Shaman. Like, it would blast. It would absolutely blast. Actually, Resto Shaman would be good for Shrine, because the first boss there is very little healing. Second boss there is very little healing if you do it properly. Third boss, again, little healing. Actually, all the bosses are non-healing bosses, so Shaman could fully DPS. Actually, maybe the first boss has a decent amount of healing depending on how you tank it. But it's... Why am I even talking about it, man? Why am I even talking? I can't do it. I'm not transferring my healers to Horde. You're not doing any pushes today, Mikael, are you? Because I'm thinking about... because there's pizza waiting for me as well. Because there's only one more. Do I pug? Do I pug a high key, man? After the tilt that I had, man. 21 Siege of Borealis and they're looking for a Druid. Interesting, dudes. 21 Siege would be a juicer. Resto Shaman could also be good for Ankh and Dead Skip. Go with it. I don't know if I would transfer it because I have to. Like, raiding is my primary thing. Total Gore 20, Siege of Borealis 20, Atal Desire 20. Dude, that siege. Oh, it's gone, is it? No, that siege could be actually really. Oh, they already got it. Damn. But I don't like pugs, man. That's the problem. I'll go with the key for the 21. I don't like pugs. That's the only thing, man. Do I need a Tal 20? I don't know, man. Oh, I actually do. Dookies with your team, they're all gone, man. They're all chillaxing. Welcome to Raven Quest. Give me time to gear for DPS. Which card is preferred for grouping? I wouldn't go to Horde Raven Quest if I'm honest with you, dude. Horde Raven Quest. There is no guilds. There is no, like, you'll find groups, but if you want to find a guild, this is a dead server. I was actually looking for guilds to do like 1-day raiding or 2-day raiding on my Druid to get some mythic gear. Legit, the best guild in this server is 3 out of 8. Like, it's insane, dude. It's insane. Raven Quest 4 is not good. I like Alliance is good, but that's about it. Looking for plus 20 modular siege freehold. Man, this is such a good week. I don't wanna this sucks, dude. I just don't enjoy pug groups at all. It's not the same. Jan or Kazakh? I used to be on Kazakh, but I didn't. Kazakh was really popular, man. Tyrant Mill. My Shaman used to be on Tyrant Mill. My Shaman used to be on Tyrant Mill, dude. And I transferred all of my healers to Alliance side for guild progression. My Shaman used to be a Horde, Tyrant Mill. My Resto Druid used to be Horde, Alliance. And then I had to transfer my Resto Shaman. Tyrant Mill is a really good server. Yeah, honestly, it's a really good server. But then I had to transfer my Shaman for Mythic Jaina progress because Shamans were so good for Mythic Jaina. And it was totally worth it, man. Shaman was OP. Like, literally just MVP healer for Mythic Jaina, man. Balorus, Totem, Spiritling, good healing. Really, really good. Really, really good. And Shaman's looking good for the next raid here as well. At least pretty decent. I don't know if I want to put keys, man. I could do 20 a Tal or try and do 20 a Tal. Let me see if they're gonna be pushing tomorrow. The beast healer. A pleb healer, more like it, man. This sucks. I don't wanna poke, but I think I'm gonna log in tomorrow to do keys, and if there's no one there, I'm just gonna end up pugging because tomorrow's like the last day. Because Tuesday, you know what Tuesday is like, everyone's plebbing. So tomorrow's gonna be the last day to really push, so I think I'm gonna log in early.
The Horde army is pushing hard into Terragard's Sound. Make them regret every foot they set upon our soil.
Like, this is another team that I had for Alliance side. This is another team that I had. The guild team. You see, they have to poke a Resto Druid. It's just like, man, I really wanted to do as many keys as possible this week, so I'll never have to do keys again. Like, honestly. I went really ham this week, man. Holy shit. We got 20 siege we'll be doing at some point. Oh god, we did 20 siege last time. I mean, we were so close to 20 siege. I fucked up my key, that's the problem. I fucked up my key, man. I don't have a push key. Because of the tournament thing. Like, there is no point pushing from a 13. Yeah, but what time? That's the thing. What time? I need to know what time we will be doing it. So, because like I wake up really late. My sleeping pattern is so fucked, man. Like if people want to push earlier, I need to know, so I'll set an alarm clock to wake up. Like this is how sad it is. I need to set an alarm clock to wake up at like 2 PM or something. I played so bad today though. That underart key was legit the worst thing I've seen in my life. $22 crest. Do you know how much this would give me? Do you know how much 22 acres would give me, man? Do you know how well, good luck with your neck, Max. Good luck with the pushing. Thank you, company. Thank you for coming down, man. It was fun watching. It was fun watching your team doing the thing. And it was fun watching it. Honestly, are we playing you next? Who are we playing next? Oh, we're not in the same group. Okay. It was really fun though. Honestly, the whole experience was actually really, really awesome. There definitely should be more tournaments. Do I go for 22 quest? Try and get 22 quest done. Let me see. I'll come back. Anyways, dude, thank you for coming down to the stream, man. It was really fun watching the thing. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I just want to get a drink, and if the group is still here, and if the pizza hasn't arrived, Lexi Mouse decided to get pizza to celebrate. No, she had a thing. She had a concert today. She had a concert today that she had to do, and she did really well, and she wanted to celebrate it. If the group is still gonna be here, we're gonna try, boys. We're gonna try. Yeah, the tournament, like, the live rounds is... dude, Blizzard... dude. Once tournament rounds, if you get the tournament rounds, that's gonna be the real shit, man. Optimizing gear and all that, that's gonna be the real stuff. I'll be back in 2 minutes, guys.
Looks like we've come to the end of the road. There's no point in running away now. I'd rather sleep until the storm is gone. She'd rather be shooting at me now. I know it will like a blink of an eye's not enough. She'd rather be staying for days now. I'd rather fix it than mess up again. She'd rather be burning it all now. I know it will end up in anger. I don't think we grew up, we just became older. She's aiming her words right into fire. I don't think that bullets will bring back desire. I don't think that bullets will bring back desire. I don't think that bullets will bring back desire. I don't think that bullets will bring back desire. I was ready to surrender my heart to you, only you. These lights all around me keep blinding my eyes from you and the truth. Don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me why. I know, no, no, you won't save my life. Save my life. Baby, keep on your making the waves. You and I will never be saved. Be saved. If the walls come down, will you pick me off the ground? If the walls come down, will you save me or burn me down? I was ready to surrender my heart to you, only you. These lights all around me keep blinding my eyes from you and the truth. Don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me why. I know, no, no, you won't save my life. Save my life. Baby, keep on your making the waves. You and I will never be saved. Be saved. If the walls come down, will you pick me off the ground? If the walls
What do I want to do, man? Do I want to pug? Do I want to pug, man? key is gone. I don't know. I don't know, maybe I'll just do it tomorrow or something and take it easy. Next mouse is downstairs eating food. Damn, dudes. I think I'm just gonna stream tomorrow and do keys and maybe poke some keys as well. Technically I need to get the PvP crap done, but I'm not really bothered. If I don't have conflict now, I can't be. I'm not crazy fussed about it. This Nathan dude. Dude, this guy is a meme and a half, man. Staying calm during Mikkel's mental breakdown. Dude, what was wrong with Mikkel, man? Holy shit. The guy was like panicking so much. I wish I would have had Discord. You gotta pull this now. It wasn't even the pressure on him, man. It was my screen that was being shared. Like, if I fail, you can see it so clearly on the thing. And Mikkel was like... It was so funny, man. Oh, I can't stop laughing. I can't stop laughing. It was a fun day, though. It was a fun day. Honestly, it was really fun. I honestly can't wait for the next week as well. I think it'll be interesting. I think that what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna log into tomorrow and do a lot more keys, because I'll have a whole day to do pushing keys. Like today we had to do the run, you know, we had to prepare for the King's Rest run, and we were plebbing hard as well, or at least like it took a little bit of time. But so I'm just gonna end the stream early-ish today. What else is the using King's Rest, dude? I only have rank 2 conflict. And I blame Blizzard for this, dude. I didn't turn in the PvP quest before the reset and I fucked over the conflict. Flame, conflict and ERT. I could have went more DPS, I feel. A lot more DPS. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh, I should get conflict for next week. Actually, I should get conflict for next week. Rank 2 ERT? Damn, dude! What is this plebbiness? Yeah, I should really get conflict for next week. I already got conflict on my Paladin. I already got rank 3 on my Paladin. Like, getting it on other healers as well is such a, like... It just feels like such a giant waste of time, man, when you have to refarm the same essences. What do you require? Like, legit, it just feels like Blizzard is like, ah. It feels like a giant waste of time. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna get rank 2. Yeah, the artifice. I don't really have. I think I only have rank 1. Let me see. No, I actually don't have it at all. I actually don't have it at all, man. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen, boys. I'm probably gonna grind PvP on Tuesday. I think I will grind PvP on Tuesday. So I'll stream Monday and I'll grind something on Tuesday, and then I'm gonna take it easy with the things and do more videos. But anyways, where's my PvP thing? Kitten, please. Anyways, I'm gonna see everyone. I'm gonna see all of you tomorrow. We're gonna play about more tomorrow. We're gonna try and do the last push for Mythic Plus before it's all over, guys. Before it's all over. Thank you for coming down. Thank you for watching the stream. The speedrunning, the tournament thing was really fun. I thought it was really nice. I thought it was really nice and really fun. And we'll do all the keys tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be the last full stream day for pushing keys. Last stream day for pushing keys. Kitten, come down here. The kitten wants to say goodbye. The kitten wants to say goodbye. The kitten wants to say goodbye. Say goodbye to the kitten. Say goodbye to the kitten. Oh, it's purring. You probably can't hear it though. Say goodbye to the kitten. I'll see you all tomorrow, guys. Bye bye, Chatterinos. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.